we'll see what comes from it. I don't know if it's going to play out the way it looks like it's been playing out. It looks like GON has gotten in her head so mentally that he's just like this ruthless, doesn't care, that like I don't know if it's going to go that way when they finally fight. Like he's just going to be so overwhelming and like there's nothing she can do to keep up. Does it go a different way? Does it get to a point where maybe he doesn't kill her because he kind of gets back to his humanity? Like he's turned more ant and the king has turned more human as we've been going. So I don't know if it's going to be straightforward. He overpowers her and just she just can't keep up. Is it going to be more even than we think? I have absolutely no idea. But let's go ahead and do it. Everybody in Twitch, we're going to go ahead and get started. I need to remove this chat real quick and make it really tiny so I can have it on screen. All right, chat is there, ready to go, and we are also ready to go. So we are a minute 45 in on episode 130, pressing play right now. Magic of Despair. Let's get it, boys. Hopefully everybody in the Twitch chat is ready. Are we recording? I mean, not recording. Are we live? Are we dropping frames? No. Okay, cool. Cool. I still can't take them serious. Oh, is he just blending in? Farmer with a shotgun? That damn farmer. So she can see where they've gone. I forget how her crystal ball works. If she's encountered you in person, she can see your current whereabouts. Is there any restrictions to that? Does she need to make eye contact, touch you, or if she's encountered you? I don't think we ever got. Maybe we did. I just can't remember because it's been so long. I'm sure you guys have explained that. Only see you once. Okay, cool. Wait here to hatch human grapes. Human grapes, huh? Those are going to turn into palms. Those are palm candidates. Better destroy all that shit. Couldn't they just form back into the one big bitch and grab all that shit in one go? Pick one of them. Oh, he needs the body to be a decent cadaver before he can take it. Can she not, like, let that go and turn it back on? Does she have to keep... And she can look at multiple people at one time? Like, she could switch from GON and then switch back to the king or something like that? Wink Blue uses my crystal ball to remember people seen through my right eye. Okay. Looking through only my left eye, I can watch those people's current positions in the crystal ball. Oh, shit. She's got multiple security cameras going at once. Damn. Sheesh. Damn. Is there a distance on it? She can only watch 3 people at one time. Okay. If I see someone else with my right eye, I won't be able to see the oldest of the 3. Okay. So the targets rotate out themselves. She can't hand pick. So the people she sees, they rotate themselves out as they go. As she sees new people, the last one seen will push down the line. She says she could crush him. Damn. So she couldn't say, I need to see GON if he's been pushed out of line. I don't think it's important right now. I'll just ask questions about that at the end of the episode. Like, say she sees someone new and wants to look at them. She decides to look at them, but now she wants to go check back on GON. But if he was the first one of the three and he's been pushed out, how does she see GON again if he's not part of the three in line? She'd have to see him again in person. So it's kind of pretty clean. Can't until she sees him again. Got it. Appreciate it. That boy Kite. The thing is, like, is Kite just in there, or is he still in the hotel thing? Because if he's in the hotel thing, how did they get him out without Shoot letting him out? Oh, brother, the tension is... She has a cell phone? She turned that off with the swiftness. Damn, girl. Her senses are heightened. Wait, what? How the hell is she picking? How is she hearing? I know her senses are heightened, but how is she hearing that and GON isn't? It's coming from a cell phone. Like, it's not on silent. Is it on? I don't know. I don't know. She's freaking out. It looks like she hung up the phone, but then the call still came through. Does she have it on the lowest volume and GON just couldn't hear it, so she could? Oh wow, Poof made him say that. But where's the girls? Who used the girl's voice? Yeah, I don't know why they can't use telepathy either. Wait, did she just? So Poof? I didn't know Poof. What the f is that? Since I can split myself at the cellular level, I can also become different people. All right, I guess that explains it. I can replace faces, bodies, even voices. Say no more. You got it, brother. Yeah, now there's nobody standing in his way because if PITOU knew that, well, if PITOU knew Kamugi was in danger, what is she going to do about it? GON's not going to let her run back, so it's not really going to matter, is it? I guess that's a way to cross his I's and dot his T's, but... Is that our man? What is... What is GON going... So he's been just kind of on sentry mode in there. Oh shit, we're halfway. So he's just been... They've left him in there. They didn't put him back in the hotel thing. I guess if he wasn't being fucked with, he wouldn't really attack anything, I guess. So he's just been kind of a sitting doll. What the hell is is GON going to do when PITOU turns around and she's like, I can't do anything with him. This is him from now on. I can just I can't restore him to his previous state. I hope for story purposes she can't do anything. Hope Kite just doesn't pop back up with his hat on and everything and we're all good to go. I really hope she can't bring him back. I really hope she can't. Just because I want to see what happens when she says she can't. GON freaks this. There's nothing. It's just dead silent. She can't. Her arm's still broken. It's just dangling there. I forgot about that. I thought maybe she healed it. I mean, he had to have known that was an option, right? Oh God. And he's gone. He was at the he was probably on the edge already looking over like it would take the slightest like gust of wind to send him over the edge. She just straight ran 100 meters as fast as she could and shoulder charged that man off the edge. He is gone. Not gone like his name, but like in here, it's over. It's actually over. Go ahead and rage. Scream for me one time. Oh yeah. My man Gon's aura is literally floating above him and he's looking down at himself right now. It's over. It's actually over. F's in the chat, boys, for that man. Kite, F's in the chat. Respect. F's in the chat, boys. She remembers him. About that him, he was that boy that was. He hasn't spoken. Okay. So like. My power could only prevent what, death? Yeah. So she couldn't. She killed him. Not like Kamugi, who was injured, and then she tried to heal him back. He died, and all she was able to do was just make him into this pretty much cadaver puppet. Like he was 100%. I mean, his head was in her lap. I've seen so many reactors like, oh, he's under his body's underneath the water, and his head is. I'm like, are you actually looking at what I'm looking at? That's his head severed in her lap. And like, oh, he's on ice, he's frozen and put back together. I'm like, are you looking at what I'm looking at? This man has been decapitated. He's not underwater. He's not frozen. The man has been decapitated. And there's multiple reactors, and I'm just one. There's 6 of you on a couch. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? The man is sitting there, bodiless. But supposedly he's just floating under the water. I don't get it. I wonder what GON does now. No, I'm glad Kite died. I'd have been really unfortunate had she just walked. I mean, I'm not glad Kite died. At the time, he was one of my favorite characters. But like, I want to see. We saw what Kite being dead slash as a puppet did to GON mentally. Now, what does he do knowing that all that hope he held out every time he told Killua, we're going to rescue GON, We're gonna do. I mean, we're gonna rescue Kite. We're gonna bring him back. We know he's alive. All that hope. He's had this hope for months and months. We can bring Kite back. She could bring him back. What does he do now that all that hope he had was for nothing? Does he rage even more when he was sitting in that room with her? Is he going to be more kind of level-headed because now the emotion is kind of he's letting it, like, he's clearly letting it out right now. I'm just waiting for him to stand up and let out like a cry and all that black aura just unleashes, but we'll see. Who's the best girl? Palm for sure, 100%. And he blames himself. I mean, there's nothing he could have done. Had Kite been in there by himself, had Kite been in there with both of y'all, I feel like the result would have been the same. Bisky is Bisky is Machi, yo. Now that you brought up Machi, she actually might be best girl. Her or Shizuku, she's also best girl. Machi's pretty. She's actually pretty up there. Had I ranked Miriam versus Netero as compared to what? Fights in this anime, all-time anime fights, or ooh, I don't know. I'd really have to sit down and list anime fights that I've seen. Because I'm sure if I sat here right now while I'm like in the middle of a live stream and reading the subtitles, I'm gonna forget fights and not know where to rank certain fights and what's going on. But is he internally yelling at himself? I want to see Pitou's face when this is going on. What does she think about him? This kid that she felt so threatened by that would posed a threat to the king. Oh God, he's got some multiple personalities going. What up, Untrained Ninja? Yeah, this is what I was talking about. The Kite is alive. We could bring him back. He'll never die to a thing like that. That whole time, it was you fooled yourself. I want to know what Pitou thinks when she's seeing this kid there, pretty much exposed, emotional, who she said herself could be a threat to the king. I'd love to see like a image inside his head of like two GONs. I'm trying to think like Tokyo Ghoul when Kaneki was really going through it, and you'd see inside his head. Okay, now they're showing it a little bit here. What does he do? What does she think? I wanna know what's going on in her head at the same time. What is this? She gonna make him walk so he can hug him or something, or he doesn't even sound like the same kid. She's healing her own arm, or what's happening? She's getting fucking ready. She's getting ready. I thought she was gonna like pick Kite up and make him hug him or something, like console this man. Yeah, Dr. Blythe is. She couldn't have made that thing any more kind of like discreet or. PITOU's getting fucking ready. She's like, all right, you sit here and drop them tears. I know we're about to throw. Oh, hell. No, I don't think she knows she thinks she could take him with one arm. She specifically said he's a threat to the king, so she thinks that she's got to be fully ready to go. All right, let me go ahead and get. We're gonna get right to the next episode. Oh God, I don't know why this is like this, boys. Hold on, we're not starting it now. I'm just gonna get it linked up and set up, and yeah, we're gonna let this play. Go through the opening. Oh yeah, we're going right to the next one. We're gonna talk about it for 2 seconds, and we're jumping right in. Well, this is the episode right here, so we're definitely going to take a second. Y'all have been talking about episode 131 since I started on episode 1. I had to wait 130 episodes, months. I don't know when I started. If anybody can go to my YouTube real quick and find my Hunter x Hunter, go back to episode 1. Let me know the date on that. But some people are saying this episode, they prefer 131 over 125 and 126. So I don't know what to expect. If I'm just getting some like straight, taijutsu, or is it going to be like a heart-to-heart talk? Is Gon's not going to die? Let's get that out of the way. He's not going to die. Does PITOU die? Is he actually not strong enough? What would be crazy to see? January 11th. Wow. 1 year exactly? Woo! So this is going to go up on YouTube exactly one. Yo, that's. I need to go play the lottery or something. That's weird. That's really weird. Exactly 1 year? Wow. And this man's saying 135 or 131. Meow, I understand, right? That timing is weird. We got to go play the lottery, boys. All right, we're going to let that opening go. They're going to fight, It's just what do I expect from the fight? What would be kind of interesting and I guess cool to see is like we've never seen, besides Yuppie, and we don't even know if Yuppie really did. We've never seen a guard get pushed to the ultimate max full power output. I wouldn't mind seeing, like, no matter how much GON rages or is emotional or like whatever, he still ends up not being strong enough to kill her. That were for me, like, it would really take an anime to that next, like, this anime to that next level. It doesn't matter if you've been the main character, if you've been a child prodigy, you've had all this skill. At the end of the day, you're still a kid, and this creature that you're fighting is in the 0.11 percentile. Yeah, look how happy GON is. So, like, I don't know what to expect. All I know is they're gonna fight. If I had to put money on it, all right, we're gonna pause it right here. Once the opening goes, we're going to pause it before we get into it. We're pausing it at 3 minutes and 20 seconds. All right, we paused it. So let's just recap last episode. I mean, we pretty much got what we knew. I've been saying for a while, I don't think there's any way that she can actually put Kite back together how he was before he died, before he was a puppet. So I didn't know when that news was going to be broken to GON. He was going to have to find out at some point. And then my biggest kind of what then moment was, how does GON take it? Does he go from like hanging on the edge of just completely losing his humanity, which is exactly where he was? He might have already lost it, but I feel like he was on the edge of the cliff, like teetering back and forth, back and forth. And when she told him that, I thought it was going to be like he just got shoved off the cliff, like it's over. If anybody's in that room, Kite, his aunt, anybody, he's killing him. But it looks like instead of him falling off the edge, he just kind of like just plopped and took a seat. Like he's had his hopes up. He's had his hopes up for so long that like we can bring Kite back. He's alive. We'll save Kite, and now that is over. He is never coming back. Yeah, I thought he was gonna go Ninetales Fox, like when you couldn't say shit to Naruto, and he just goes in that Kyuubi mode earlier in the days, like in early Shippuden days when he would like attack Sakura, attack anybody. I thought that's what we were about to get right there, but it looks like he kind of took a seat, like internally and emotionally, and was kind of like, like I don't know anymore. I don't know. So. And then whatever happened with Poof, they're getting rid of the board. The king's trying to remember his memory. They're trying to save the girl. All that's fine. There's not really much to discuss about that. But this right here, though, yeah, and Nen is it's just I'm not gonna go into Nen details and break it on down and what I think GON can do and can't do. I will say, I'll be honest with you guys, I have seen images since before I even watched Hunter x Hunter of GON having this like this bisky form, so I don't want to fake a reaction for you guys. I think I've told you guys that for a while. I've seen thumbnails of, because like when I make my thumbnails and I make all my videos, I get Hunter x Hunter suggestions up the ass. Yeah, we just finished 130. We're about to start 131, and I've seen the screenshots and captions of GON being raged up. Now, but I don't know what that raged up ability does. Is that like his ultimate trump card? Does it just put him on this next level that's like I don't know. I don't know. And I don't know how it's even, I don't know how a little boy enhances from 4'8" to 7'3". So we'll kind of we'll see what that means, and I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. Let's kind of see what happens. So we'll go ahead and press on it. Episode 320. Is everybody synced and watch up? Yeah, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, he's huge. Like, how did that happen? I don't think you can search anything on YouTube Hunter x Hunter wise and not see that still image. I'm just gonna let you guys know that I've seen the image. How we get to the image, what he does with that form, what does it mean for him going forward? I have no idea. Yeah, ruined by YouTube recommendations, pretty much. But here we are, though, so we can't go back and change what we've seen and haven't seen. I still don't know if that form puts him on a level of as strong as a Phantom Troop member. Does it make him as strong as a Netero is? Does it just make him strong enough to defeat PITOU? Does it even make him strong enough to defeat her at all? It's hard to just avoid that. But yeah, I just wanted to be honest and straight up with you guys and let you guys know that I wasn't gonna fake like me in the thumbnail, like, oh my god, he's huge type shit. Like I hate when people do that. I have seen it, but I don't know what it means, what it does, what it means for the future of GON, and from there. But we'll go ahead and get it going. Yeah, it was just hard to. It was hard to not. It was hard for me to not see that image. I think before I even started watching Hunter x Hunter, when I would do Attack on Titan and stuff like that, I would see like Hunter x Hunter suggested things, and it was always the thumbnail of GON being this huge, huge dude. We'll kind of see, though. But we are 3 minutes and 20 seconds in. Y'all good? Are we good? 3 minutes and 20 seconds in. We're good to go? Give me the thumbs up. Yeah, I knew nothing about Hunter x Hunter when I started, besides that image, but I didn't know what hunters had to do with anything. I thought they were hunting down things, but I guess in the end they are hunting down things, you know? All right, episode 131. We've been waiting exactly a year since we started doing Hunter x Hunter for this reaction. Exactly a year to this date if you're watching it on YouTube. People have been saying this is their favorite episode or one of the best episodes. Between this, 125 or 126, and 135, so let's give it a shot. We are 3 minutes and 20 seconds in on episode 131, pressing play right now. Here we go. Let's get it, boys. We're live. Why would he disclose that information to them? Why not keep going with the plan? Poof's like too confident in his. He's too confident in his smarts. Oh hell nah! Tell me he gets back in time to catch homegirl. Oh, that would have been so clean had he gone and sliced that girl, sliced him, came back and caught her. Oh, she says I'm protecting her. God, look at Gohan over there. Look at Gohan. Man looks great. Oh, is he going? Oh, shit. I wonder, like, does he get there and they team up and fight her? Does he get there and the fight's over? Oh, God, there's no sound. You know what I would love? Which is always great in animes. When fights happen and there's no OST, there's no original soundtrack, there's no theme. It's just hands being thrown. There's no dramatic piano or violin in the back. Here we go. I can't believe we've only got like 16, 17 episodes left. This girl wasted no time. They're not even showing her eyes. She's like, I know what's about to go down. I've seen what this man has to offer power-wise. I need to be at 100%. I really thought she was going to pick Kite up and make him give Gon a hug or something, but she hasn't. Her humanity hasn't hit that point yet. Wow. That was quick, too. Shit. It would be wild if Gon's in the middle of crying and blitz the fuck out of her, like no hesitation. PITOU is best girl, let's be honest. She really is. I don't know if this is the last episode of her, but she really has been best girl, let's be honest. Oh god, we've got some cathedral monks singing in the back. He's still thinking he could be healed. Like, what have... Like, if she blitzes over there, like, she's like, oh, I think I got him. He's in the middle of crying. Speed blitzes him. If he were to block that on his knees mid-tears, I would... Oh, brother. Is this him internally? I'm digging the OST right now. Oh, fuck. When I said he was on the edge and he took a seat, he just stood up and jumped off the edge of the cliff himself. Here we fucking go. Oh, God. I don't even think PITOU knows what she can do and what her limits are. It's like, if I was her, I'd be, like, kind of freaked out, too. Like, I know I'm supposed to be strong, but how strong am I? Have I really ever been tested? Yeah, that QB chakra is kicking in. That Ninetales is taking over. Like, when Pain attacked and Naruto just, like, submitted. That's what's happening right here. The inner freaks is taking over. Bad move, little bug, for sure. So much pressure. Oh, shit. I will say, we haven't done much with aura in this anime. As far as, like, it building up or seeing changes. Like, they show people with different color, like Hisoka's, and people will be purple, and we've seen some people have yellow, and... But the buildup of what's happening to this man right here has been pretty clean. I like the thick lines. I'm a sucker for thick lines in anime. Like, Attack on Titan does it a lot, and I like it. I wonder if, like... Is she even going to be able to compete with this man? Or is he just on a completely another level? I don't know. Look at this dude. Looking like the Hulk. The way they made him change is... I think the cleanest thing we've had in this anime. Imagine if he had long hair like PITOU. Holy shit. Like, I wonder if he even knew he could do that. Or just his rage just took him to a point where the body had to grow. I don't know what's happening. His power... Don't say the king. Don't say it. Don't say it. She said it. She said it. The king prior to, him, prior to him taking in Poof in, Yuppie? Pre-Rose King? Okay. But still, even that is fucking wild. Pre-Nuke? Pre-Nuke? Okay, cool. I mean, she hasn't seen the king since then. Get ready, girl. She's got... You better roid up too, girl. You better get ready to go. She attacked first. God, the animation on her attacks too has been... He disappeared. If they... Are we gonna get to see him fight in this, like, black and white artistic form? Because that would be flipping wild. If that was, like, the form it took. Is he gonna throw hands with the king? Stop it. What is happening? Okay, cool. Alright, we're here. God, it'd be so dope if he had long-ass hair. I mean, my man looks like a male Bisky. That's also true. He doesn't have the body of an ant, like, as far as an ant. I don't know who this is. I don't know who this dude is right here. I don't know who this dude is. This grown man right here. This guy. But he looks serious as hell. This is almost... It might actually be as iconic as... Bro, I don't know who this flippin' stepdad is. This dude... That, like, I can't tell if that's his hair, if that's just with the aura splitting, but either way, it looks great. This is... I don't know if I want to, like, make that assumption, but... This is up there on par with... I think when we first got that first Super Saiyan transformation. Or that first when Goku went Super Saiyan 3 transformation. I don't know anything about gangs. I don't even know what to really make. Yo, his shit is still, like, touching the heavens. And, like, what's wild is, like, I don't know... Like, did GON know he had this in him? Was he practicing this at any point? Or is this just all emotion-based? Yeah, what she's saying. I don't know how he did it. His body matured to a point at which he's able to defeat me. Like, did he have to give anything up, sacrifice, make any kind of condition to get to this state that he's in? Or it was just all emotion-based? Just took him from point A to point B. Has he practiced this before? Has he thought about this, envisioned it? Or, it, like, the emotions were just so high, his body had to take on a take on a form that could contain all the emotion and rage and power? I don't know. She can't keep up. Like, is his life shortened because of this? Yo, I don't know who this guy is. Like, he looks like a 40-year-old man. We went from 10 to 40. That's really his hair. Holy shit. Oh my god, he's gonna break the whole planet with that. Oh shit. Yo, the fact that that's his hair elevates this to an entire another level. They could have been just made him rage out and put the short hair back on him, but that tail shit he's got going on might be the cleanest thing we've seen in all 131. She's over here just coming on back down. Yeah, he's hitting that ka me ha me Hadouken. Shit. She has to be dead, right? Thank goodness what? I didn't die. Thank goodness it's over. Thank goodness what? This power could only be achieved through the sacrifice of his own life energy. Is he gonna die at the end of this? He's prepared to never use Nen again? That was a resolve required to perform this. How does she know how does she come to that conclusion? Is my man gonna be a little boy for the rest of his life, unable to use Nen? An enemy blessed with immense talent. How does that happen? How does she come to that conclusion? When does this run out? This Super Saiyan 3 we got going. I'm so glad what he used it. It's over. I am the. Oh my god. Killua has to see it. He has to see it, right? He has to. He is not just over here charging up rocks, taking shots at her dead body. My god. He is not over here having sparring practice right now. Or is he just taking out trees, or is he really just laying into a lifeless body? Oh, he's just taking shots. Wow. That was cold. That was cold. The fact that her body still was intact and not just blown to smithereens for the rest of eternity is wild. Always got to double tap the head. She was still alive that whole time? Shut the fuck up. This is the image I've seen right here. This image right here that I've seen on the YouTubes. Yeah, immediately thought of Bisky. That's what I thought as well. Her head was still there. I thought that man was just taking shots. Like he was that deranged in here. So what's wild is like, what price did he have to pay? Holy shit. Yo, please tell me she's not going to get a brand new head. Or she's just going to fight headless? What is happening? I thought GON was that fucking cold-blooded. That man was hanging out in the woods by himself, just having punching bag practice on her lifeless, dead body. Just rock after rock after rock. I don't know what I just saw because there are too many bodies. Who just lost? He did. Killua tried to stop her. He's never getting that arm back. That even after death. Will she keep going until GON is dead, or just one attack? I thought Killua died. This has definitely been the best. Oh, that's a bold statement, but the best visually episode we've ever had. Like the art and the color and the scheme change has been amazing. I'm trying to think if it's better than 126. He's not going to throw that back on, right? He'll throw it at her. You can have my right arm, she said. What is he punching with? What the fuck? Good God. He is admitting that shit. About to spirit bomb the fuck out of her. Did he stop? His face is looking younger, like as the time is going. And that's how the episode ends. Wow, what a time to be alive. Okay, he didn't call it back. Damn, what a time to end it. I think just the biggest question that pops off my head is just the whole after death thing. I remember Sphinx mentioning it, but like that was damn near 70 episodes ago, and we've never seen um anybody use anything after death. I had a lot of people tell me like, "Hey, remember a lot of people used to tell me in the comment section on Twitter, they're like, hey, just always remember as you're watching, like, Nen is more powerful after death. Haha, remember, just remember, Nen can get more powerful after you die. I'm like, what are we talking about here? Does that mean, I always thought maybe Gon died and something came back from it. What I really thought it was going to be Netero. Netero was going to die. Because when I saw the Netero fight going, I was like, okay, Netero clearly can't win this, but maybe he'll get some kind of something after death. So it kind of becomes, the question is, did PITOU did that resolve that she had, the dedication that she had towards the king, did that make her actual ability stronger after death? Or did it just enhance the powers that she was clearly able to take Gon's arm off. Again, is that because Gon is still at the end of the day just a human? Or before she died, even if she caught Gon off guard, she wouldn't be able to take his arm off? That's kind of my question. Like, did her power elevate after she died? And it gave her that strength to, like, blitz him, take off his arm. If she had gotten a clean shot on him when she was alive, would she have had enough power to take off his arm? Or would it not have mattered because he's still a human body either way? Yep. PITOU could still take his arm off before? Okay, that I wasn't sure about. So that's kind of good to know. And then, so would her lifeless body just... When does that run out? Would it have kept blitzing Gon over and over until either Gon dismembered the body or until Gon was dead? Like, how is that programmed or work? That's kind of the biggest question, which is the biggest question with Nen all the time, is how does... Okay, hold on. Let me... Because I know people on YouTube, they say they like to see the chat. Let me put the chat up on here. Here. Get everybody here on the YouTube one time. That should be good. Make it smaller so it's not cutting off my face. How do we know what is and what isn't after death? So it's kind of wild. Yeah, I feel like he's still a human body. Even like Netero, like, as strong as he was in the things he was doing, it's still a human body at the end of the day. Until Gon died or the body was too... Yeah. So it's either going to be... That's wild. The episode was pretty damn epic, though. I will say... Was that the best anime... As far as, like, color scheme and changes in the black and whites and Gon's transformation, was that the best, I guess, animated episode of the entire series up to this point? I mean, we still have episodes to watch. Was it the best? Was it better than... Was the animation more of a... Was it more of a spectacle just visually than... and you guys can let me know in the chat. Which one was more kind of just like a spectacle for your eyes? Netero's death and that skull and him summoning a laser beam from outer space and the 100 hands? Or was Gon's color transformation and the black and white imagery, what was the cleanest shots for you? People saying 131. Because that's what I'm trying to think like now. What was more of a... Just for your eyes, I'm not talking about take the story and the emotion out of it, which it's hard. It's real damn hard because the whole thing, this whole episode was Gon's emotion. But just a spectacle for your eyes. Was it 126? Netero summoning something from the cosmic beings and the death and the skull imagery and the colors and the mushroom cloud rosebud explosions? Or was it Gon with the hair and the black and red and the black on white and the yellow and Netero versus Miriam for the art. The thing that's going to make it hard is going to be it's going to be hard for people to take the emotion out of episode 131 and then compare the two, because the whole reason behind episode 131 is Gon's emotion. That's what got us to this point. Art-wise, I like the Netero type. I like the art style change that Gon had. Netero vs. Miriam was more colorful in eye drawing, the transformation. The art in 126 was the best if you want a real battle. Read the manga. Man, it's I don't even know what oh god, that's tough. Man, I don't know. I really don't know. And you guys in the chat, you've probably rewatched the anime multiple times. So you guys might be able to give a kind of more accurate if you preferred 131 or you preferred 126. That and it's just so, I guess what I'm going to have to kind of like not wrap my head around, but kind of get a better explanation is what was the reaction that happened to GON? 126 equals 131, which is less than 135. A lot of people talk about episode 135, and I have absolutely no idea what the hell is about to go down with episode 135. I don't know how long GON holds this transformation for. But again, I don't know why episode 135 is everybody's favorite. Is it because we still have another fight? We still didn't get a fight here. There still hasn't been like that fight in Hunter x Hunter. If you want to say Netero versus Miriam, yes, but it wasn't really a Netero versus Miriam. It was us seeing what Netero is capable of as a human, and it still not being enough. Him and Miriam weren't exchanging blows and hands. It was Netero it was Netero emptying the tank and us showing that it still wasn't even enough to damage this man. We still have yet to have that that fight, you know? So like I don't know what happens in 135 because I don't know where the fight comes from, because the only fight left worth having at this point is Miriam versus somebody. But who the hell is that somebody gonna be? I don't know, because I don't think GON holds this transformation for much longer. He's lost an arm. PITOU said he was as strong as the king before he took in the other two. So I don't know why 135 is everybody's favorite, but I am interested to seeing that. I think that is our last live episode reaction. Is episode our last live Twitch is 135. So I'm ready for that. But I'm just trying to think right now, visually. 125, 126, or this episode 131. Aunt Mita, yeah, she might hop up in there. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go and rewatch this, because now I can click on all the thumbnails that I've seen. Maybe somebody brings up a point that I didn't cover. But I will say that was definitely the... Oh yeah, we should probably do the last episode of the series on Twitch, just to, you know, talk about it, the whole series in general. I will say, yeah, I'm going to need more time to marinate on the two. So I guess we'll just kind of go back from the biggest takeaways of this episode, which is how GON achieved what he achieved, and then the specifics on Nen after death, after dark. And even if 141 isn't like the best episode, just to end the series, like we've been reacting to Hunter x Hunter for exactly a year, just to kind of talk about it, rank it, likes, dislikes, impact, and all that. I will say that moment is definitely the Super Saiyan 1, the original Super Saiyan, you know, Super Saiyan 3 moment. Like that. And not the moment just for this anime, but what am I even trying to say? When Goku went Super Saiyan for the first time, um, and when he went Super Saiyan 3 for the first time, it was an iconic anime moment. This right here is definitely, I don't know if it's up there with that, however you want to put that. Some people, I mean, people hate Dragon Ball. Some people might think that that right there was the greatest moment in anime history, which is a bold statement because I haven't seen every anime in the world. But as far as iconic transformations go, that was definitely up there with the Goku going Super Saiyan for the first time, going Super Saiyan 3, seeing Goku go Ultra Instinct. I don't know why it's only Dragon Ball that pops into my head when I think about transformations. Naruto didn't really have one because we had seen Naruto going back and forth between Kyuubi mode since the early stages. So him finally going like full control mode wasn't, yeah, Nen After Dark. I'm about to make a podcast. I'm about to make an anime only I'm not even going to say it. You guys are going to steal this. I'm trademarking this, so don't use it. Nen After Dark, an anime podcast. It all will always start at midnight. Yeah, single female. We just finished watching both episodes. But this, if you guys are late, this episode will be up tomorrow on YouTube. GON takes Kurapika path and change everything from the power. Yeah, it looks like GON kind of just sacrificed damn near everything to achieve this. Yeah, that is true though, because there was never a repercussion for kind of other transformations. I'm sure there's animes out there. You guys have watched a lot more animes than me. I'm sure there's been transformations in animes where characters had to reach a certain point, but after they reached that point, maybe they died or they sacrificed themselves, type thing, like Might Guy type stuff. Time to check the VOD. Ichigo's final. Vegeta going Super Saiyan. True, there's some iconic like transformation. The transformation was shocking. Yeah, it was. GON expected to die. Like, and like I don't know if like there were lines saying that like he sacrificed the ability to use Nen, etc., etc. Did he? Can he still go on living? He'll just be this Nenless kid, this Nenless human for the rest of his life. He wanted to be a hunter, wanted to follow after his dad. It's going to be kind of hard to be a one-armed, Nenless hunter, you know? Yeah, the music was pretty good. So I guess kind of the biggest questions are, I don't even know how to really word it because you guys know the answers, and maybe it's spoilerish or not spoilerish. I mean, you could have researched and know all. Yeah, he's Deku. He's just regular Deku now. Was pretty much how did GON get from point A to point B? I've seen GON in this rage form, like I told you guys, for years. I've seen thumbnails of GON in this rage form. And then we saw Biscuit do it as well. But that's Biscuit's real form. Was it something because he never saw Biscuit in that size, so I don't think he ever really got any kind of motivation to do it or any kind of like thoughts. We know enhancers are, they like my man Ty just said, it's really tied to emotions. Did he think to himself, my body can't beat her. I have all this emotions. What can I do? Like in this split, because it wasn't something he practiced. It's not like he sat there and he's like, I have a fragile human body. What could really make me better? And he practiced it, over and over, like making himself bigger. Maybe he only got a little bit bigger, and then he came back down and kept practicing. This just happened in the moment. So is he just sitting there emotionless, raging, thinking to himself, and like his body was just overflowing with so much rage and emotion that it couldn't be contained in his kid body, and the only way for his body to contain this amount of energy was to get bigger? And then with it getting bigger, I know he made the comment, I don't care if this is the end or what it might be. Did he know what he was potentially sacrificing to achieve said size and power? Or he wasn't thinking about what could be? And how would he even know that, like, if I do this, this could be the end for me and, like, my aspirations? Because I get he made the comment, I don't care if this is the end. But how did you know if this was going to be the end? Like, how did you know that, like, hey, this could be it for me, but still I don't care? I feel like it was, I don't think he, I mean, you guys might know. I don't know if he said that because he was just in his head and he's like, I'm going to kill this bitch regardless. I don't care if it's the end. Or was he saying, I know the power I just achieved was not natural or the smart way or how it should be done, but I know it's going to reach the goal that I need right now, and I don't care if it hurts me the rest of my life. And yeah, I mean, the comment, GON wrote his powers with a blank check, and the payment was, was his life. How did he get there? And this takes me back to the kind of the Kurapika stuff. It's kind of like, I guess, how did GON know? How did we get from point A to point B in an instant? In that instant that we got from point A to point B, did GON know what would be end result C? Point A was GON pre-rage transformation. Point B is GON rage transformation. Point C is GON living the rest of his life not being able to use Nen. Was he aware of these points in these stages and what would happen if he did blank, blank, and blank? Or was he just raging and whatever happens at the end happens at the end? This is a thing in the heat of the moment. I think he just wanted power to kill her, and his Nen interpreted what to do. That's what I'm thinking as well, Black Symbiote. I'm thinking he's sitting there. He's been raging on this bitch for hours. Hey, to sit there and watch her do this, do that, kite this, that. He knew he had the power in him, but I feel like he didn't have the form to unleash said power. So his body just took on the form to use said power. But with that, I don't think he knew, I guess, the consequences of achieving instant power like that. I don't think he had regard for what happened. Even if he felt like he was going to lose, if he didn't even have enough, if he felt like he came out of there with no arms, no legs, as long as he killed her, he didn't care what it took. My question is, why does this man have to be Nenless? Is it because he... The thing is, like, with the lines being made, he's never going to have the life energy, he's never going to be able to use Nen again. Why is that? We don't know of him having a condition on his heart or anything like, if I need to achieve instant power after I use it, I'll never use Nen again. Or he didn't make a condition like, I need power to defeat PITOU. Once I accomplish that goal, I'll put on my heart, I never need to use Nen again. How did it... I guess I just need the what, when, the how, and the why. And maybe it'll still be explained. How he went from Rage Monster, and now why does he have to... Why does he have to be Nenless? Is it because he achieved power in an instant, and that's not like the natural law of things? Or... Yeah, he said anybody can achieve it as long as they're able to agree to the conditions, but like, did we know what the conditions... Did he even know what he was getting himself into? I know he didn't care. Of course he didn't care. We saw this man just rage uncontrollably. But did he know kind of what was going while he was sitting there? While he was sitting there while she was doing her surgery on a Kamugi, did he kind of make a condition internally, mentally with himself? Hmm. He made the ability in that moment with the condition? Hmm. And that's something that like I didn't know was possible. And like you can just it like you can just achieve it right there, just like that. Let me read some of these comments because I haven't been reading all of them because Pika did go in depth explaining what conditions in York New City. The condition was he gave up future Nen because I didn't know conditions could be just obtained on the spot. He can't lose. He has the potential to achieve the power. The only need for that. Yeah, it's because he exchanged his potential for the instant power up. It would have been the result of years of training, and GON gained it instantly. PITOU did the same thing. The greater the condition, the greater the power. It wasn't until he found out that Kite can't be saved that PITOU did something similar. Nen takes your emotion and amplifies it. I guess that's just interesting to see because I've always thought like if you're in the middle of a fight and you're losing, you could instantly just kind of make a condition, but I don't think you could make a condition that could give you power that you don't have. You know what I'm saying? Like if Knuckle was fighting PITOU right there, there's never going to be a time where Knuckle had enough power to ever defeat PITOU. So I don't think even if he gave himself a condition, I need enough power to be able to defeat her, he's not just going to gain it by making that condition, correct? GON had the power, he just didn't have the body to use said power. So the condition was to give him the body to use said power? Because Knuckle can't walk up, be getting the shit kicked out of him. I need the power to defeat PITOU. I bet my life on it I'll never use Nen again. All of a sudden, he gets this rage ability. He starts pounding her head in, and, he's successful. GON had it. He just didn't have the vehicle to use said power. He was only a child, and kind of pretty much he gained the body of what? And it's just wild that could be used, like, in an instant. And I'm guessing that could be used for anybody, correct? Not anybody in this specific fight. You're not going to take Kamugi out there or, Wellfriend, people that would never have the power to do that. And all of a sudden they're going to put a condition. But I'm just saying for fights in general, could you just, if you're losing or you're not able to obtain or you need more, you can put a condition on yourself like that? That's what I'm just asking. I wasn't aware of that. Because the condition that we saw, like, Kurapika do, even though I still don't even get all of Kurapika's, was more of Kurapika kind of like built it and worked with it and put these conditions for X, Y, and Z. It's just some interesting takes. Like Nen is a deep, winding rabbit hole. And when I think I've got it, it just blows my mind. So we saw yeah, exactly, Exodus. If I'm person A fighting person B, and I'm losing to person B, can I then instantly mid-fight put a condition on myself to obtain enough power to defeat person B? Which I'm guessing is yes. Not, of course, if you never had the potential. If I'm someone that can't even pass a hunter exam, and I come across an ant or a troop member, I don't think I can make a condition enough that's all of a sudden going to give me enough power output. But if we were semi-evenly matched, could I sacrifice something, or it's just wild? I don't think so, because from what we've seen, conditions are placed because of strong emotions, not because of a fight that randomly happens. I guess it just depends on kind of like where the emotions go. Where you're willing to go. Yeah. Um, Nen After Dark. That's the podcast we're coming up with, boys. That's gonna be our new podcast for 2020. Nen After Dark. As long as you have the resolve. I guess it just depends like where that so are we gonna flip this back to PITOU then? Is because the Nen worked after death is because she had such resolve and emotions towards the king that her body acted without pretty much a consciousness or a brain? Could that be used with anybody? Or was that an ability? Is that an ability everybody could use? Okay, I thought that was maybe a condition that like people could put on themselves. If I die in battle, but no, because then like what do you sacrifice though? You're not sacrificing anything just to say if I die in battle, I want my body to continue fighting. Why would it continue fighting? There would need to be a reason if you had something to protect, I guess. So I'm trying to think of examples outside of what we've already seen. Maybe like a knuckle and a shoot type thing. If my friends die in or if I die trying to protect one of my friends and I'm unable to do it, maybe my body will still fight even though I like am unable to. That makes more sense with the Kurapika line. Like if we kill him, there's no knowing. I think that's what Sphinx said. We're not sure. Did he say something along the lines like we're not sure what Nen could be after? I really forget what Sphinx said. I know he made the comment about Nen being stronger after death, but what was it in relation to? If we kill the um chain user, it could be bad because Nen gets stronger after death. I have no idea what. I'm really gonna have to start sitting down and taking some notes on. He could take him. That's what it was. Crollo had the chain. Crollo still has the chain around his heart, no? Because he's unable to use his Nen. So with the chain around his heart, if they were to go and kill her, fuck. I'm never gonna get me not calling Kurapika a girl. If they kill him, you don't know the conditions that could be. Nen is just like I said, it's a deep ass rabbit hole. You just really end up getting lost in the sauce. Because like they could kill Kurapika, and Crollo could walk out perfectly fine. They could also kill Kurapika, and Crollo could die because of it. And yeah, that was a wild ability to see because we've kind of seen like her kind of puppet herself before. So I didn't know if it was something that like unless her body was destroyed, it will always be on autopilot puppet attack mode, or if it was a Nen related condition that like even if I am presumed dead, I will still attack as long as the king is alive. I still have something to protect in life or death. Um, it's just wild. And I guess kind of the biggest moment to me, which now that you guys let me know, I really thought GON. I mean, the man's been a psychopath for a little bit here. I thought he had turned into when he was just over there blasting off rocks after rocks after rocks. I literally thought he had already killed her, removed her head, and he was just pounding, pause, a lifeless body. Just give him body shot after body shot after body shot. I'm like, this is not. I'm like, he has gone psychotic. He is having sparring practice with an already dead body. You guys let me know that her head was still attached. I thought we had taken that much of a psychotic, dark turn that she's already headless, her head's already exploded, and he's just over there wailing, wailing, wailing. I was like, holy shit. Like her head was really still, and that just shows you just how strong those damn ant bodies are. That was crazy. I mean, she was still pretty much. I mean, she was still alive. She was still breathing. You got to double tap the head always, and I mean, he couldn't double tap the head. He took that many rocks. The fact that like her body could withstand those rocks at an enhanced emotion GON who's already been compared to being on king level strength, and she didn't even have an aura up at the time that she's sitting there taking those shots. Like her body was just that. She's that much of a cannon, that much of a tank. That she didn't have a Nen aura up, you know, trying to suppress some of the blows. There was nothing activated. Hmm. Yeah, the king tried to take her head off, and she didn't even have anything activated. Yeah, that's wild. She's a damn tank, an actual tank. I remember when I saw the king go for her head the first time. I'm like, wow, she's dead, and she just spit that off and kept it moving. That's wild to see. I'm gonna need to do a lot of just kind of wrapping my head around the conditions. So like, what does that leave GON for the rest of his? I'm interested now. I'm curious. Like, I don't know how the story ends. A lot of people that haven't read the manga at all tell me the anime ends. If the anime never came back, it ends in a satisfying way. I'm just trying to think how the hell this ends in a satisfying way if GON is nenless and has one arm for the rest of his life. That would be like I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he'll still be quick on his feet and have his kind of instincts and things to do and not do and all that kind of stuff, but he's just gonna be out there, no Nen in one arm. Does he just go back to the island and live out the rest of his days with Aunt Mito and hang out? Does some random, power up of friendship, Naruto type bullshit happen where he meets up with Ging and Ging has this amazing ability that he can give you Nen back and give you an arm? We got that Arc Breath Angel card still on us. Like, what are we doing, Does he just get his abilities and his arm back and he skips off with Killua and they live out as best friends for the rest of their days? Or I gotta find out how that ends. I mean, I hope we don't take that I hope we don't take that route. I have a feeling people would not be calling Hunter x Hunter the greatest thing since sliced bread if that was the ending that we got. He gets his arm back, gets his abilities back, all the ants are defeated, and we just live out our next days. I don't know. Maybe he becomes a one-arm armed wrestler, the greatest arm wrestler this side of the Mississippi. I don't really know. Yeah, that is true. Phaeton couldn't make that girl melt. I thought in that split second, as much as they had been building Killua up and showing how much he cared and pretty much fleshing out Killua's character, I really thought right there that he died. I thought he jumped in between GON and PITOU right there. I was like, holy shit. They just killed this man. And then I feel like GON would take that as that was his fault as well. I was like, and the thing is, the screen was so you couldn't really tell what the hell was going on. I'm gonna try to see if I can go back and find it. This is gonna get me copyright. This is gonna get me copyrighted. This is gonna get me copyrighted. This is gonna get me copyrighted. 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 All right, I'm over it. I'm over it. We're not gonna find it. I was trying to look at it. Like, I didn't know if I had my glasses on right, but it was so black and white and everything happened so fast. I'm like, holy shit, this man is dead. I was gonna be pissed. I was gonna be so pissed. Oh man. Mm-mm-mm. But we have 17 episodes left. Yeah, I would have been real tight. Like, Killua could still die, But had he had died right there, you know, running to Gon's side, always like he's been. Oh man, I'd have been. Oh, Gon would have. I think he would have committed suicide. Like, let's be real. No pun intended. Please don't ban me, Twitch or YouTube, for saying that. But I think Gon would have killed himself. Or he just would have probably cut off his other arm and walked off into the woods, and that would have been the end of Gon had that happened. Oh yeah, he might have destroyed the whole island, the whole continent right there. For him to do that and kill his best friend, I think he could have walked up to the king and probably taken his head off with how much rage would have been built up. That would have been insane. Oh, he would have obtained such a godly level power that it's crazy. Hisoka would have died from heart palpitations had he had seen this fight. His heart would have exploded through his chest, and he would have had an erection the entire time. He'd had an erection the entire time, and his heart would have exploded at the same time. It would have been ridiculous. And I guess another question I kind of have is my preference, which I think would have been really, really clean, is if they had Gon fight in that like monster black and white form. You guys can let me know. I think it really would have taken Gon, because you know we've been making these parallels throughout the arc, how we've been saying we think Gon's becoming more like the ant and the king's becoming more human. And same with like PITOU and UP and some of the others. Imagine if, I feel like him fighting in that black and white form would have taken that monster, that ant image that we have of Gon turning to that dark side. It would have taken it to a complete another level. Yeah, Moon of the Star. We're probably going to be finished here in the next 10 or so minutes, but this episode will be up tomorrow on YouTube at 12 o'clock. And that's what I'm the only thing I'm kind of disappointed about, Ty, is like we didn't get that like fight, you know? But I guess that really does show, I guess, the different level of like kind of like what they're on. I would have loved to have seen them fight, like actually throw hands, but it was more of a slaughter for sure. Yeah, it was still a great episode, but I feel like at this point, Hunter x Hunter has made itself to me that it's not a fighting anime. I mean, it is. You know, we're battling, we're killing monsters and ants, and we're taking hunter exams and see people face off with Nen abilities. Um, and we got that in the early stages, but like you kind of saw it coming from the very beginning arc when we didn't get any of the final those final hunter exam fights. We didn't get to see any of them. We just got a quick recap. Even with the Phantom Troop stuff, I feel like those were pretty good. And the Heaven's Arena. Those were like your classic animes, tournament settings, big villain group. Like we actually got to see some fights fleshed out, but for the most part, we really haven't had any kind of that stuff. It's kind of just been more storytelling. Yeah, like you said, after they didn't show us the end tournament in the Hunter exam, you kind of knew. You're like, all right, wait a minute, we're not gonna get fights, are we? The 1999 version did show the Hunter exam fights. Dang, I need to go back and rewatch that, huh? But it definitely has been more about the storytelling and the build-up. I guess one of the other questions I had was Netero wasn't on the King's level. We saw that. His greatest attacks and everything he had been waiting for and building up and all this stuff. Could he have had the potential to defeat the King? And if we agree, or not defeat the King, but maybe at least mortally actually injure the King, could he have? But I guess he already had a condition, so it's like, how many conditions can you really put on oneself? Could he have made a condition to elevate his attacks, make his attacks stronger, maybe actually deliver a blow that Miriam is going to feel? Or you guys have to let me know on that. And yeah, I wish we could have seen Netero. I mean, we saw Netero in his prime building up the conditions, but we didn't see Netero in his prime. Like, if you know what I mean. Like Netero versus Killua's grandfather or great grandfather or whatever it might have been. We've heard about it, but we haven't like seen it. Netero, I guess that is true, huh? Miriam was so in the chat right now. Netero in his prime or the King? Who we taking there? Say Netero. Definitely up for debate. King, Miriam. And then with like, I don't know, it's just so hard to really, because we've seen the potential that Killua's had. GON and Killua, for the most part, have been even as far as like developing power. Yeah, they've gone different routes in their powers and the things they've kind of achieved. So then let's take that though. Let's take Prime Netero and the King. Is there any condition Prime Netero could have broken out or said or done that would have elevated him? Could he have pulled something like GON like here? Because I see GON's, a lot of you are saying the condition that GON kind of made was the potential that I have to reach the rest of my life. Let me reach it now. You know, hulked him up, gave him this size, gave him this power. Netero doesn't have to make the same condition because he's already in his prime. He's not going to get any stronger. But in his prime, is there something he could have put on himself that would have given him anything bigger or better or? True. Prime Netero could have given his life, but I guess in giving your life, what could you achieve, you know? And then it becomes like, so only somebody that has room left to grow could really do what GON did, because that brings me back to my Killua point. We've seen Killua and GON to be even. They've had their differences in power. Killua's always been he's been treading towards like always being faster and his body kind of being able to react better than GON or anything like that. If Killua was under the same stress and emotion, could Killua have reached a point with those same conditions or what? Well, true, yeah. Killua isn't an enhancer. I guess is there anything that Killua could have achieved through a condition that could have taken him to that level? I don't know. Yeah, if GON died, what is the peak of Killua? And like, let's take out the age thing. Let's take that out because we know you guys have been letting me know GON got to this by sacrificing, the potential for the rest of his life and what he could and could not have been. Clearly, you can't compare a prime Netero and old Netero. You can't compare that at all. Netero has nowhere left to go with his age or potential to sacrifice or anything. But is there anything Netero could have given up to get said power or power up? Death? And then how strong would that have made him? Like, what are we... Yeah, that's another question. Remove Komugi out of the equation and take out all that strategy. Would old Netero been able to beat Miriam if he didn't have that all that strategy with him? Would a prime Netero be able to? I don't know. Then we're just gonna get into hypotheticals here as far as who could take who, and another thing is it's hard to get into hypotheticals when we don't know what prime Netero was. I mean, we've heard, but we don't really know what it was. Yeah, Killua could have developed some kind of lightning-clad Susanoo extraterrestrial being or something like that. It just makes for a lot of hypotheticals here. As far as would a younger Netero with a stronger condition have been able to maybe not beat the king, but damn, make him feel those hits, slump him a little bit. And would a younger Netero have been faster? Would he have been able to, I guess, get the hands moving faster? That way he doesn't lose an arm or lose a leg as Miriam is blitzing him? There's just a lot of questions, but the thing is, like, we don't know what Netero is in his prime, so it's hard to... Hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of mystery with that man Netero as far as, like, what did he achieve? Hmm. Yeah, Killua could get some kind of crazy transmutant, manipulated, conjured lightning beast. But like, would it be enough to pierce through an ant's husk or a guard's husk? I don't know. We could sit here for hours doing hypotheticals. If Netero did this, could he do that? We know he wouldn't have been able to do exactly what GON did because he had no more potential to do X, Y, and Z. Um, but if there was a death condition that he could have put on himself to gain enough power to maybe hit the king hard enough that maybe his his allies would stand a chance. If I can hit the king hard enough to make him lose an arm, or hit him eternally enough to slow him down, make him weak, to give his comrades a chance, just anything like that. I don't know. It's a lot. Yeah, it's just I don't know. Like Netero's walking around with a hole in his stomach. I mean, not Netero. Miriam is. Make something of that magnitude, because I mean, I guess it's pretty much, we don't know what Netero could do or can do, but it looks like you guys have pretty much let me know. Maybe even Prime Netero wouldn't have been able to. I'd like to see a Prime Netero. I would love a flashback to that Netero versus Grandpa um Zoldyck and all that stuff, but I doubt we get any of that. Yeah, we're gonna need some Nen. I need to start a podcast. Maybe we'll start that this year. Maybe in another month or so. We'll do Nen After Dark podcast. We'll start taking topic questions and just a bunch of stuff. Yeah, any kind of Nen beast. I, I wouldn't put it past that people can make Nen beast. I mean, the things that we've seen. Did you just see what Dr. Blythe looks like? I mean, yeah, we haven't talked about Netero and GON. It's just a slippery slope when you start going into it. So Prime Netero and Super Saiyan GON. What are we saying with that? We gotta go Netero, no? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's another slippery slope that'll put us here for hours. Okay, good. As long as we all agree that that would have been Netero. Because, like, again, I don't know how long GON can hold this and all that crazy stuff. Well, of course, Prime Netero though. Because like if we're gonna put GON at his peak, we got to put Netero at his peak. And we know GON doesn't hold the body type that a royal guard or an ant or the king does. So I would like to think Netero, but again, we don't know Prime Netero. And you guys would know more than me. I'm sure there's a lot of theory videos out there. If GON powers back down next episode, like that's it. All we have to compare his strength to is 30 seconds versus PITOU. We don't know the limits of it, the power of it, the duration, what he's really able to accomplish. Now, again, if in the next episode he goes and faces off against the king, that'll give me more of an idea. But I don't know what really is going on with that. Um, as far as like what it gives him, what he's really achieved with that. Um, in a Prime Netero would definitely have more experience. I feel like more combat, like savvy, know how. But all that is really, it's an interesting topic. Y'all have any other questions you guys want to bring up or go over? Or do you want to go ahead and wrap this on up, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow with the Still got 30 of you guys in here. I appreciate it. We could catch you guys tomorrow with the catch you guys tomorrow with the My Hero Academia. You guys, let me know any final questions. There's not really much to discuss as far as GON versus PITOU because there was no GON versus PITOU. It was GON killing PITOU. There's just a lot of deep questions which we could sit here for hours as far as like Nen ability after death. What does it grant? What does it do? How strong does it make? And then GON and his ability, maybe knowing or not knowing what he was sacrificing to achieve instant gratification, instant power like that. You knew there was going to be some kind of drawback or sacrifice or something you had to give, but did he know what he would have to give? And is that with everybody? You know, if there's a kid out there that has like the enhancer potential that GON does, and you know he's out there wanting to become a hunter, and he's got this like dark potential. If he wanted to achieve instant power where the same thing happened to him, would the same condition happen? If he went down the same path, lost a family member, lost a friend, There's Hunter x Hunter movies? I didn't know there were Hunter x Hunter movies, but yeah, I'll definitely check them out. Yeah, and if you're on Patreon, send me some videos in the Discord, and we can do those as well. Appreciate you, Black Symbiote. My thoughts on the manga? What manga, Amber Prince? Do you mean anime instead of manga? I guess I need to see GON powered down. Not powered down. I need to see GON raged down, having a conversation with somebody. Like, where's your mental head at right now? Would you still kill Komogi if you had the chance? Like, the things you were saying and the things you were doing. It just can't be forgiven now that he's like, sorry guys, it was rage. Now that she's dead, you know, I'm this kid again, you know. I'm back in the group. Like, is he going to have an explanation? I mean, we know as a viewer, but like what he was going through, but like what does he say for himself, you know? Like what does he have to say, you know? I'll check out the movies for sure. But will that be about it, gentlemen? I appreciate y'all that have been in here for the majority of the stream. Untrained Ninja, Ty, Polarizer, Deslato, Ken, Black Symbiote, Amber Prince, Exodus, Rang On. Y'all have been in here for the majority of the stream, so I appreciate that. Yeah, Hunter x Hunter, we're going to have a 5-hour podcast and get everything out in one go and then just leave it at that. Favorite music? Oh, man. Netero's Buddha. Oh, shit, has got to be up there for sure. Every time he summoned it and you heard that like chanting in the back, that was pretty great. Yes, the Killua's family, their music when it kicks in, always good as well. I do like Krollo's Phantom Troop violin, harp sounding stuff as well. Yeah, some of the soundtracks are pretty damn good. I will admit on that. But Hisoka's is good, but like I still to this day when that Hisoka shit kicks in, I think of like you're at a Mexican restaurant and they've got a mariachi band playing and they're bringing chips and salsa and it's happy hour. Like I can't get that out of my head. It's like, is it trying to be French or is it Mexican? I don't know what's going on. But we'll go ahead and leave it at that. This video will be up in its entirety tomorrow on YouTube, 12 o'clock. Yeah, it's definitely some Spanish They're really strumming the hell out of that when he hits the scene. The loudest one is when he hits the dude with the cards. It's great. But we'll go ahead and end it there. We've been live for 2 hours and 5 minutes. If you're seeing this on YouTube, it's been exactly 1 year since we've reacted. This is definitely probably in the top 3 episodes we've watched of all time for Hunter x Hunter. I don't know if it eclipses 126, and everybody says 135. So I need to wait to see the anime in its entirety. Then we can kind of shuffle rank the episodes. But definitely, it's up there with 126. Some of the Phantom Troop stuff as well was great. But we'll kind of go over it and we'll see all that stuff. I'll see you guys tomorrow. For My Hero Academia. If you're seeing this today, there should be a My Hero Academia up an hour or so after this. And our next live stream will be episode 135, which will be not next week, but the following week, because now we're about to up it to 3 Hunter x Hunter videos a week since Code Geass is done. If you're on Patreon, Code Geass has been done this week, so we'll go from there. Like, share, favorite, subscribe. Appreciate y'all. And as always,